course I miss you, darling. This is the loneliest place on Earth. Most exciting thing ever happens here is the day when it don't rain. Excuse me, darling, I got some work to do. What the heck is that? Get on in here, Pete. You got us a big old asteroid on a 3-week collision course with Earth.
The asteroid has been named Attila, after the war leader of the Huns, who devastated Europe just before the fall of the Roman Empire. Attila was first spotted in a tracking station in Borneo. According to NASA sources, the probability of impact with Earth is 99%.
5, 4, ignition, 2, 1.
The shuttle is up and away. This is not a mission the shuttle was designed for, but as Mission Commander Boston Lowe said in the press conference last night,
if the shuttle is the last hope of the human race, then it'll have to do the job, won't it? Wait a minute, folks. Let me introduce the landing team. Lutger Brink is a noted geologist. He'll evaluate our data on placement of the nuclear devices.
We have to be accurate. The idea isn't to blow Attila to bits. If we did, some of the pieces would certainly hit Earth with devastating effect.
And now I hardly have to introduce Maggie Robbins to you. She's probably the most well-known journalist in the world.
Maggie, you're famous for having once said that you never put up with censorship in any form. Now you're under NASA command.
Miss Robbins is a reporter by vocation, but on this mission she's...
I think I can answer the question myself, Commander Lowe. Danny, I trained for this mission, and I have work to do in laying the nuclear charges. When I come home, I'll be a reporter and tell you all about it. But during the mission, I'm part of the team, and I will obey Commander Lowe like any good soldier.
That may be the biggest news story of all. Maggie Robbins obeys orders.
In going over your bios, I find that Professor Brink is also a noted archaeologist. While it's well known that Maggie is a prodigy at learning new languages, is this just coincidence?
Not at all. We wanted the best and the brightest for this mission. Dr. Brink and Ms. Robbins are not narrow specialists. They are resourceful, widely educated, and creative thinkers.
Does that apply to you too, Commander Lowe?
My job is to keep everybody alive. I don't have to be bright. I just have to be careful. The other 2 crew members will remain with the shuttle. Ken Borden is the most experienced shuttle pilot we have. Cora Miles is our payload specialist. As you all know, she's a candidate for Congress, but we figured saving the planet is more important than campaigning.
It's cheaper, too.
Any parting message for the people of Earth?
We have exactly one chance, and we've got to do it right. Let all your prayers be with us.
Whew, long cutscenes. Lots of talking. And all the dialogues written by Orson Scott Card and Sean Clark. Orson Scott Card being the author of the Ender series. By the way, hi, this is Synthetic Nonce here with the Dig Let's Play. There will be more talking in a moment, so I'll be hush hush. So, I guess enjoy. Based on a concept by Steven Spielberg. With some pretty notable voices too, which I'll talk about in a moment. Need to raise my voice. I mumble too much. Right, guys? You know. You know I mumble too much. Way too much.
Low here. Come on out, kids. The water's fine.
Robin's here.
Going independent.
Independence Day! Right, so we're in space. The guy that was just talking...
Welcome to the wonderful world of space. Don't bump into anything.
Ah.
I'll be careful, Commander.
Brink here, going independent.
Boston Lowe is voiced by Steve Blum, who does the... No, not Steve Blum. Richard Patrick or something like that.
Howdy, Brink. Welcome to the place where geology and astronomy meet.
A professor once told me, astronomers are geologists with clean hands and a squint.
You going to quote him on that in some magazine, Robbins?
I'm just part of the landing team right now, Commander Lowe.
Yeah, so... voiced by the guy who played the T-1000 in Terminator 2, the Liquid Terminator. He's either voiced by the guy who played Dutch in the latest Transformers movie, or he's voiced by Steve Blum, which is... who does a lot of voices, but I think it's Stuart Patrick or something, the Dutch guy. I don't know her. Right, so we need to get out... Well, I guess I'll explain things. We have magnifying glass. We can examine objects so we can get hints about them.
Standard issue flashlight.
What to do with them. And we have this penultimate. We have a little game, which I suck at. And we have the comm. We can talk to anybody. If we try to talk to Brink or Maggie, it would go back to the previous screen because we're right there. So right now we need to talk to Cora Miles.
Miles, this is Lowe. Do you read?
Yeah, Boston. I'm on you.
You wish.
In your dreams.
Right, so we have the options to stop talking, say something profound, and ask a question at all times. Then more specific conversation pieces will be in here. Every time I'm forced to talk with someone, I will ask a question and say something profound, so you guys can get a better idea of character development, and maybe figure out puzzles for yourself before I do, because there are often hints hidden in these things.
How's the congressional campaign going without you?
Well, my opponent is demanding equal time in space.
With or without a suit?
Just don't screw up the mission, Boston, and I'll be in Congress next January.
We're ready when you are, Cora.
Just give the word, Boston, and you got yourself a pig.
Being a tool chest, so let's go.
Ready for the deployment of the free fall tool chest.
Is the crew clear of the area?
We are now.
Crew is clear. Proceed.
That's the Canada arm, guys. You can see the Canadian flag on it. Yay! And we stick the pig with the arm and carry it out. Because them lazy buggers can't do it themselves. Ha 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 ha. Right, so we're not going to make the same mistakes I did last time and leave the pig behind, because that is very silly. Yes, especially with a game that I've played so many times since I was like 7 years old.
Everything fine with the pig, Cora?
Looking sweet, Boston. You just be good to my baby.
Right, so now we're going to push the pig. Push the pig. The flying pig.
Load a landing team. I'm taking the pig down to the surface. Follow me.
You be good to my baby, Boston, you hear me?
We'll be back soon, Cora. Try not to miss me too much. Low out.
And now we're on the asteroid. Attila! Yay! There's some unique dialogue if I came here before I went to the pig, but there's so much dialogue in this game, you guys have no idea. So now we're gonna go to the flying pig, slowly but surely. And we're gonna open it up. Oh, open. Yes. And then we're gonna reach inside. We got a shovel. If we right click, it goes into our inventory. A 0G digger, which is essentially a shovel and a vacuum. Explosive unit alpha, nukes, and beta. And the reason they're different is because we're trying to blow Attila into orbit, if you didn't catch that. Alright, so we're gonna go out back into space. Right, so we have 4 quadrants, one of them will be useless, but I'm gonna leave it off here. I've been Synthetic Nonce. This has been my first rather cutscene-y episode video of my The Dig Let's Play. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you next video. Bye bye.